Hello and welcome to the Pub Footy Podcast. I'm your host, Diego Cerrone. Today is March 10th, and today is a special day because it's somebody's birthday. Whose birthday is it? The guy that just opened the beer. happy, happy birthday, John.
Shit. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
You
it.
guys are getting old.
Dude,
You
31,
guys
huh?
are old.
31. 31 and kicking rocks.
Great
Super
birthday
tough.
celebration. Saturday, we went to Jersey City, had a great time. Sunday, we had the morning EPL, Arsenal United. Wasn't the result you wanted, but overall, it was a successful birthday, I think.
But it was the vibes I got, and I loved it.
The vibes, the
I'll
vibes.
take it. Yeah, it was good. It was a good Sunday. So, aside from the result, but we move.
I mean, you got to be happy about the result. You guys got saved. Should have been
Well-
0 points, but you got a point out of it.
I guess you can see that. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll take it.
Take your small wins.
I'll take the win. Thanks, man.
And also shout out to my brother and sister-in-law who just welcomed to this world their beautiful baby girl, Leia Catalina, on March 8th. While we were out and about, he wanted that shout out. Shout out to him. Shout out to my
Nice.
sister-in-law.
Congrats, guys. Congrats.
Well, good. We have a lot to talk about today. We have Champions League, Premier League, headlines around the world. We got to talk about Segundo Castillo, who had quite the showing in Copa Libertadores. We also have some big news surrounding Nations League. So we'll get into all that. But let's talk and react to the Champions League Wednesday matches. We had a reaction video to our Tuesday matches, or to the Champions League Tuesday matches. It's out on YouTube. Go check it out. But Wednesday, let's go over the scoreline. We had Bayern take care of business 3-0 over Leverkusen. Inter took care of business 2-0 over Feyenoord. Barca get the 1-0 result in Portugal, and Liverpool highway robbery over PSG 1-0 with the late
Smash
goal
and grab.
from Harvey Elliott. It was insane. Which one you guys want to go over? Because I think obviously the big story was Liverpool PSG. Allison put up a brick wall in
Still insane
net.
performance.
Monster.
one of the more historic goalie performances, which never gets talked about as much. But yeah, let's react first to Liverpool PSG.
I mean, highway robbery type game, manhandled the whole game. But it's Liverpool, and at the end of the day, great teams win under those circumstances. So shout out to them for bringing home 3 points. But unbelievable that PSG didn't, go back to Liverpool with a win.
Yeah, let's look at let's look at some of the stats. Possession 71% over 29 in favor of PSG. Passes 693 versus 295 according to ESPN. Wow, look the shots. 27 shots, 10 on target to Liverpool's 2-1. Obviously,
Man.
one shot on target was the goal by Harvey Elliott.
They're talking about it on the Golazo show. It's the highest saves from a Liverpool goalie in their history.
Wow.
So it was an insane
big
performance.
saves too. It wasn't like,
Totally good, yeah.
some knick-knack saves. There were some quality saves.
Insane performance. I mean, best goalie in the world, I think, this year. So he came up big.
Massive.
Yeah.
John looks like he has something to say.
Smash and grab. That's it, man. Then you gave Arne Slot too much time to plan. I mean, obviously he went in with a game plan. He knew what he wanted, and his guys executed. They worked really hard. McAllister, Gravenberch, guys like that are like the unsung heroes because they're in the midfield, just kind of picking up the garbage, laying in the tackles, doing all the hard work. And then you need a hero, right, which was Allison, and then you get that one moment and you kind of just capitalize.
I'm pretty sure it was Harvey Elliott's first touch of the game.
Yeah,
Who was the left back again for PSG? His name?
PSG, Nuno Mendes.
Phenomenal performance against Salah. Salah gets taken out. He's like, all right, I did my job for the day. I'm gonna be chilling now. Harvey Elliott's in.
So bad. Yeah, he
Paused
took
sleep for half a second and the goal comes.
literally half a second. He's like, he thought his job was done. He's just like, you know what? And then just here, pass it into the goal.
I also
What a finish though.
Just
great finish. I also want to talk about Darwin Núñez, because the way he brought that ball down, settled it, and then gave the pass to Harvey Elliott was class. I thought.
Yeah, he did really well. Very strong. Proper center forward.
I don't know how he soft touched it with his head to
He
Settled
literally
it.
bring it
does
down.
everything correct.
It was nuts.
So as a center forward, he does phenomenal. And and then when it comes to putting the ball in the net, it's way
Aside from
he
scoring.
hits the bed. But besides that, his play is fantastic for the most part.
And
I
you
like
need
him.
that.
I like Darwin. It's tough, but smash and grab, PSG was bamboozled. So, but maybe, you never know. This is the Champions League. They can go to Anfield. You never know.
PSG has the weapons to hurt them in Anfield. I
Yeah.
think
Dembele played so well, man.
Yeah,
I think
Dembele.
he's on everyone's radar now because obviously, we don't watch League One so much, but when he's putting up those performances in Europe, everyone's looking at him.
yeah.
And I mean, he performed so well.
The other guy, what's his name? Can't pronounce his name. It's fresh.
Kvaratskhelia,
Yeah, frustrates the shit out of me.
Why?
the Georgian.
The Georgian. I can't pronounce it. I can't pronounce it.
He's a baller.
He's so good.
I'm just gonna botch it. He's insanely good.
Yeah, he's
so good.
He's so good. I mean, when PSG grabbed him, I feel like he had such a good like one season with
Napoli.
with Napoli when they won the championship. But then I think he took a dip. I think the year after, and now he's back on top. Yeah,
a slight dip. It wasn't even like a crazy dip. It's just because Napoli wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was just so good. Like, I was watching him play, and he started out on one side, and then he would just float in front of the back four behind the two center defensive mids, and he would just find pockets of space to get the ball, half turn, and just go 1v1. And he's so good on the 1v1. So he'd beat guys and try to get shots on target, and he was dangerous. It was so difficult. I was like remembering, so difficult for guys just to pick him up because of the movement. Movement is insane, but
he's good. He's creative. He has great feet.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate that he didn't get a goal. I think he was offsides by a heel, half an inch,
that
a quarter
goal,
of an
right?
inch.
His Achilles tendon was
My
offside.
God. A great
Still
goal,
popping
too.
out a little bit and fucking offsides for him. Unbelievable game.
Yeah.
The only shot Allison couldn't save.
Yeah.
Literally.
Man.
Was
And
it
then
great?
I guess it makes you think a bit, like, should there be a slight change to the offside rule? Because seeing stuff like that hurts as a fan. Like, someone off by a quarter of an inch. Like, everyone hates to see it. Obviously, I mean, if you're a Liverpool fan, no. But
Yeah, but
the rest of the
I feel like
casual
that's why they have the technology.
The
now,
technology, so it's legit. If
It's
he's
black and
off,
white.
he's
I
off.
get it.
Yeah, he's
I
off,
get
he's
it.
off. If he's not
It's
off, he's
hard,
not
though.
off.
I get it,
I mean,
though.
if you're neutral,
It
like,
sucks.
Unless you're
unfortunately,
in like Central South America where they make the lines
right?
crooked.
They
as fuck.
makeshift it.
Yeah.
How about the Konate red card debate?
Remind me of how it went.
When the ball went over the top, Barcola settles it, takes a good touch forward, and Konate rips it.
It's not shoulder to shoulder.
No, not at all. It's from the back. He hits him. That's a foul.
100%.
And if you review it, if VAR does a slow motion, which they do, they speed it up, they stop it at points, you give that, and then it's a red.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's tough, it's obviously people are saying it's soft, but it's a goal scoring opportunity.
It's lack of judgment from Konate's part as well. Like, that's a mistake to foul someone in that manner heading
Awful.
towards goal. So it's a deserved red, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
you get bailed out. They bailed out. You get bailed out.
The Kansas City Chiefs of football, it's Liverpool. It's not been one time now. It's been a bunch.
A bunch of times, yeah. But sometimes champions need a little bit of fortune from
100%.
time to time. But now,
now they've had several.
are we getting? Yeah, it's getting carried away a little bit, right? It's just getting out of hand. Look, what are we gonna do now?
We think the Bayern Leverkusen 3-0, Inter Feyenoord 2-0, draws are done.
I think Inter draws done for me.
You think so? I mean, they're dominating.
They were incredible. Just balance from the defensive third, middle third, attacking third. Super well balanced. They have a game plan.
That's what they are.
Every single team, every single game, there's a game plan, and they execute it so nicely. And then obviously they have special players up top, and they can finish. Thuram and Larturo got 2 goals. Both their strikers get on the board. What more do you want, right? And defensively, they're just a tight ship, man.
Yeah,
It's so hard to break them down.
they're solid.
Yeah.
They're solid.
Yeah, I would say, sorry to interrupt, but going to the Leverkusen game, that game's done as well. I think they just lost Florian Wirtz, so the best player is gone. They're down 3-0.
Yeah.
I think the momentum's done for Leverkusen, unfortunately.
I agree.
Yeah. It's tough because I think we all wanted that tie to be a bit closer.
Yeah.
Leverkusen had the better of them in the Bundesliga, although they tied. We thought they were the better side, but Harry Kane doing his thing.
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead, Johnny.
just different gravy when you're in the Bundesliga, Champions League.
literally.
You can tell that Bayern has that European caliber, and it's
Yes,
different midweek.
yes.
You know, it's sorry,
Yeah,
can't do it.
There's
yeah,
levels.
that's exactly what I was going to say. I
Yeah,
mean,
they're levels.
what happens in the league doesn't matter when you go to Champions League. Same thing as I was saying, Madrid, Atletico. Atletico have Madrid's number in the league, but when Champions League come, Madrid's always gonna, prevail.
Yeah, and let's talk about that since we'll have the pod out Wednesday morning. So the Tuesday games will be done. The Madrid derby will be on Wednesday. 2-1 Madrid. They go into the Metropolitano. It's a game, man. It's a game. It's not over.
No, far from over. I think it's going to be probably the best game. That and the PSG game, I think, are going to be the best games this week in terms of like, wow, that happened. Wow, that could happen. So
It's going to be a
it's really
magic,
cool.
magical night.
I can't.
No matter
hope so.
like what
Oh, do
the
them play on Wednesday?
No,
No,
PSG play Tuesday.
yeah
Okay,
Tomorrow.
cool.
yeah
Got
yeah
it.
yeah
Yeah, I gotta watch that PSG game.
yeah. No, that game's going to
Yeah.
be nuts.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how Atletico comes out. I think they're gonna be coming out full out attack, trying to get a goal early. I think,
Maybe.
and I think that leaves them
They
open
need
to a
yeah
Madrid counter. So
yeah.
I don't know how close it's gonna be. It's either Atletico get a goal and take the lead first, and then that's when the excitement comes in. But if not, I think Madrid scores early and it's game over. So
you don't think
I guess
you think it's like a 1-0 game either side or multiple goals?
I think we see
No.
goals tomorrow. Maybe Wednesday.
Yeah.
you
I
think so?
I think we see goals.
I don't know.
Whether it's like a close or complete dismantle.
I think it's gonna be like a 2-1 game, and it could go either way.
I don't know. 'Cause I don't know. I don't really see Atletico really endangering Madrid. They didn't have anything in that first game.
Yeah, but then
I mean, they might get
moments,
lucky. It might
moments
be a
of
set
magic,
piece, literally, yeah.
set
I mean,
pieces as well. Yeah,
that's the only way. I don't know. I think Madrid's going to be tactically set on defense and then just spring out on corners.
is Valverde gonna play right back again?
I'm not sure, but if he does, I mean, he fucking balled.
He should.
balled there.
He
He
should.
should.
No, he shouldn't have, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably the best right back on the team right now.
And the only one, maybe, right now.
yeah.
Healthy.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
He's not sweating yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Premier League, run us through the scores, Carlos.
All right. Premier League scores match day 27 out of 38. All right. I misspoke. It's match day 28 out of 38. Naughty Forest shocks Man City 1-0. I don't know if it's a shock anymore. Maybe we'll dive into that in a bit. Liverpool beats Southampton 3-1. Crystal Palace beats
Shocker.
Ipswich 1-0. Brighton beats Fulham 2-1. Villa beats Brentford 1-0. Wolves and Everton tie 1-1. Tottenham and Bournemouth tie 2-2. Chelsea with a big one against Leicester 1-0. Man United tie Arsenal 1-1. And today's game, Newcastle beats West Ham 1-0. But I guess just quickly in the standings, that fucking from 4 to like 7, they're all by like 3 points, I think.
Yeah.
So the battle for top 5, top 4 is insanely close.
It's the
I
only
think
thing
Newcastle,
the only thing to look forward to.
literally, I mean, that's the storyline, I think, for the end of the season. I think everyone knows who's probably going to get relegated. So right now it's the fight for Europe, and it's exciting to look forward to.
I didn't watch the Nottingham Forest game. What happened?
I mean, I watched it. It was an early one.
Yeah, it was a 7:30 game, no?
I think it's kind of like the same old song with City. I mean, they had a lot of the ball. Nottingham Forest didn't sit back as deep as I thought they would, but City controlled a lot of the game. They didn't create much. Nottingham Forest had some chances, when the game started to like kind of play out a little bit. And then I think on the goal, Gibbs White, first of all, I think he's so underrated. He's a young guy. He's a captain of that team. Guy is just a fantastic footballer.
Yeah, he's good.
He picks the ball up on the left side behind, like in his own half, hits a fucking dinger about 35, 40 yards, dinger across the pitch, perfectly. I think it was Hudson. I think it was Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah, he scored.
Takes a touch, 1v1, gets inside and slots it inside near post. I think the keeper should do a lot better because it's near post.
I
Right.
saw that. I saw
I think
that
any
goal, actually.
goalkeeper watching this is gonna say, "Jesus Christ!" Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
just gotta be better on the first post.
It was near post, right?
Near post. It was like, I don't even think it was that hard. Like, he didn't even hit it that hard. He hit it
No,
like
yeah,
foot,
I did see
kind
that.
of curled it. But I think overall it was still a good goal. And what it meant at the time, obviously, of the game was like the 85th minute, I think.
Yeah, it was late.
So it's late. It's at home. You're competing for a spot for the Champions League. City is competing as well.
Big win for Nottingham Forest because
Amazing win.
if they tie, I think Chelsea would have taken third place this week. But
Yeah.
since Notty won, Chelsea stays in fourth. But honestly, big win because that's a top 4 battle right there.
Exactly.
And now,
It's like
now Notty's starting to solidify himself as a Champions League contender for next year.
Yeah.
Not to win, but to make the tournament.
They're only 4 points off Arsenal, I think, right now, or 3. I think 4. One of those, 3 or 4. So they're even for second. Listen, the way Arsenal's playing, if obviously they're playing better in the Champions League and we're not competing in the league, we got to be careful with, I don't think we're trying to close the gap on Liverpool anymore. We're trying to extend the gap behind
exactly
with everyone else. Because at the end of the day, you still want to finish second. I mean, that's my opinion. Obviously, it's shit. And people think, oh, yeah, second place. But
that's second place is your title. So, you take your small wins.
Compared to what I grew up watching, yes.
It's been a while.
It's been, listen, it's
hey,
been
man, Liverpool had to be second for years and years and years until they finally get theirs this year. So,
yeah, I know.
Sometimes that's just how it goes.
Correct. But I've never heard anyone bash Liverpool as much as Arsenal and Arteta get bashed. It's insane. I've never been this hated in my life. People hate it.
Well,
you gotta embrace the hate.
I do embrace the hate.
And now you have a platform, so now people get to hate watch. So easy.
I know.
Easy
I'm over here like, tomorrow's a pod. We can't fucking drop points.
I was at your house. Everyone's rooting for Arsenal. I'm the only one there like, let's see Arsenal lose today. I was not rooting for it because I obviously don't like United, but just for the banter, it would have been funny if they lost on your birthday.
And then you would have saw all of us in the house like just ruined. Yeah,
it wasn't the best birthday gift.
No, it wasn't. But I've had worse.
What we said in while we were watching. First of all, Raya's positioning. I'm not a goalie, but just gave him the biggest hole possible.
Literally before he shot it, everyone in that room yesterday was like, "This is a goal. Look where Raya's at." And Bruno didn't even hit it perfectly. He put him, in a good spot.
Yeah,
but if Raya's not so fucking far off by the post,
because the shot wasn't so angled. It was almost like mid center. That was point 1. Point 2, the wall was so deep. They had the graphic.
They had the graphic.
They had the measuring tape.
Should look like 20 yards. It was insane. It was like
11. It was like
10 yards I've ever seen.
It was like 11.5. They said they measured it at like 11 point something. I was like,
that's insane.
All right. And the thing is, like, if you watch the game enough, obviously like Ola was like, that's not 10 yards. That's like, you know that wasn't the right amount of space. Right, but also Raya, that was awful from him, and he's not bad. He's never that bad.
He did come up in the clutch later in the game.
Correct, yeah.
Twice.
So
massive saves. Those other saves in the second half. I think it was second half. Insane saves.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean he definitely made up for it, but at the end of the day, you still gave up a pretty soft goal.
Yeah, because again, we talk about it. What did United do? Sit back.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like Arsenal were too dangerous, at least in the first half. Even in the second, it wasn't really anything that was there.
Yeah, same old story, though.
Same old story.
You sit back and we can't create. Obviously, like, people are going to say, oh, but you scored 7 goals against PSG. I'm like, but if you watch football enough, they don't sit back. They don't play a low block. They come to play. They want to press, but we're an actual good football team. We can break a press, or we can press teams and win the ball back higher up the pitch and then score from there. So we have that quality still.
But United had way better chances.
I agree. No, absolutely.
They had them on the break, no?
On the break, yeah. Because we were making mistakes that, I mean, I haven't seen, like, piss poor mistakes, like giving the ball away in our defensive third, square balls, like turning the ball over for nothing. So, I mean, obviously that's going to cost us, but United aren't good enough to capitalize, and Raya was good enough on the day. So we steal a point. So
steal a point is correct.
I think overall it was just a little lack of quality. I thought, from both sides, to be honest.
Both sides, yeah,
I agree.
Let's move on to some headlines. I'll rattle off some of mine, and then we'll get into Carlos's. I did want to talk about briefly about one thing. So maybe I'll work backwards. So Liverpool moved back to Adidas. They've had a long-standing partnership with Nike. I'm pretty surprised about it, given that LeBron James has a minority stake in Liverpool. LeBron is obviously a Nike guy. So Liverpool was Adidas way back when. Also when the Gerrard years, right? So it brings back some fond memories for them. So they'll be back in Adidas next year. This caused a lot of controversy last week. FIFA is exploring a 64-team World Cup for the 2030, which is the 100th centennial celebration.
Centennial.
Which is going to be celebrated in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco. And then they're going to do a tribute game in Uruguay and Argentina. I think one more country that I'm missing. So that caused a lot of controversy because, going from 32 to 48, people are already, not happy about it, and now bringing in a 64 team to a World Cup, it's getting watered down. It's losing its essence. But I'll jump into the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup trophy was revealed last week by Gianni Infantino. Revealed it in the White House, actually, to President Donald Trump. I personally didn't like the trophy. It looked like a really cool trophy, but it didn't look like a football trophy, in my opinion. And then also, FIFA announced that they will distribute a $1 billion in prize money across all the clubs during the Club World Cup. Not just the participating teams, which obviously are going to get the majority chunk of it, but they're also going to distribute to clubs around the world as a whole. I want to talk about maybe the Club World Cup trophy for a bit. Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it?
I don't know if I hate it though. I thought it was okay. I mean, it has a nice little shiny key that you open it with, which I don't give a fuck. I think that's overdoing it. Maybe if it just came unlocked or didn't open, I thought it would be cool. I think unlocking it with a key is overdoing it, in my opinion. So either leave it open, I like it, or keep it closed, I like it as well. I don't want it to be a Club World Cup final. Jamming the key in. Give it to the fucking captain and lift that shit.
The key stuck. Yeah, exactly. I don't know how they're gonna present it in the final.
Hopefully open. But
open? But then I feel like it's just gonna spin.
It spins, yeah. It looks like something from Harry Potter, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Fucking spinny kind of magic wizard bullshit. I mean, it looks cool. It's shiny.
It looks cool. It doesn't look like a football trophy.
No, the guy has black gloves on, touching it. I'm like, oh, this is legit.
I think it's official, expensive ass trophy.
My guess is that this is a one and done. This trophy won't be repeated in the next Club World Cup.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, that makes sense. But I do want to see a consistent trophy.
It needs it
in this tournament.
Yes, I agree. It needs it to have that
prestige, that value.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So
the Champions League
every
trophy.
4 years. Yeah, I don't like that idea.
True. Yeah, the Champions League trophy has been around for forever. Obviously, the World Cup has been around for forever. So I totally agree. I think to give the tournament importance, prestige, you need to keep the trophy consistent.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at the $1 billion out to the teams, though. It gets them. Those teams need some money.
Chelsea doesn't need money.
You don't need money. Chelsea doesn't need money. Well,
Real Madrid needs money.
Real Madrid need money?
No, we don't.
No, but it's
City,
not.
Madrid, Chelsea
doesn't matter.
They don't need money, bro.
They'll take it.
Of course, you'll take it. The rich will get richer. The poor will get poorer. Yeah, got it. Fuck off.
But yeah, I think it motivates the teams to bring at least some of their better players.
Of course. No, I think definitely with the money involved, people are gonna want to play.
I mean, winning the tournament, it's $150 million. I think it doesn't matter how much they make. $150 million is a lot just for balancing the books and their accounting aspect of the business. So I think they bring their A teams and voila. All right. So some of the headlines I have: injured Neymar under fire for missing semifinal with Santos after celebrating Carnival. He was justifying why he missed against Santos. He was criticized because he was seen at Carnival the week before. So then they were playing semifinals against Corinthians. He sat the bench for 90 minutes, and he just said it was due to a minor injury without elaborating why. Obviously, Neymar has a notable history of injuries and absences in March. His sister's birthday is actually tomorrow, March 11th. So just, I guess, dive into that. I just want to go over all the times he's missed matches in March over the last 10 years. So in 2015, March 8th, he received a fifth yellow card, resulting in a suspension of the match. That was on March 12th, so he missed it. On 2016, accumulated another suspension due to yellow cards, missing the match. In 2017, he missed the match due to muscle fatigue. And in 2018, he suffered a fracture, sidelining him for 3 months, including all of the March fixtures.
All right, we'll give him that one.
Yeah, he got that one. In 2019, he re-injured that same fracture, missing matches from January through early April. So again, missed his March and was there for his sister's birthday. In 2020, he played against Borussia Dortmund, but was granted leave afterward, coinciding with his sister's birthday. In 2021, he sustained an abductor injury, causing him to miss all the matches in February and March. In 2022, he suffered an ankle injury in the World Cup, leading to an absence in December all the way through March. And then in 2023, he underwent ankle surgery, ruling him out for the remainder of the season, including March. And then now, missing games going forward just due to some discomfort. So I think there's a little theory, there's a pattern. There's a pattern that's going on. And 10 years, he's missed 10 games.
Every game.
That's
like 10 of the March 11th fixture dates.
It reminds me of high school when guys would get hurt for preseason because they don't want to go through preseason, right? So they'll get hurt.
Yeah.
They'll get hurt right before the first day, and then they miss the whole preseason.
Yeah.
Hey, but you laying it out like that though, it seemed like maybe half of them were legit and half
of them were, I think, some fractures, and then the other half were just something, a little discomfort. But
he loves his sister. He
does
nice.
love his sister, but they're also partying. He loves a good party as well. So
standard, man. We said it. We love them, these Brazilians. So much they could bring to football, but the lack of discipline, man.
That's what comes with it. Yeah.
Right. So fucking same old story with Neymar. God damn sister.
He's balling though, and he did get called up. It did get called up for the 2 fixtures coming up in the international window, so we'll see Neymar back in a Brazilian jersey. So
he got that call up and then said, "All right, I'm cool. Let me take a little leave of absence."
Hey, he needs to party it up before he's back in camp.
That's true. Yeah, he's back. Neymar's back. That's how you know Neymar's back. If he's missing March games,
Neymar's back. We love that.
All right, let me go on the next one. All right, so this weekend there were fan protests against Premier League club ownership. Supporters of Premier League clubs such as Manchester United, Chelsea, and Tottenham have staged protests with club ownership and escalating ticket prices. There's a campaign called Stop Exploding Loyalty, and it highlights concerns over, commercializing modern football, where everyone's trying to get a profit, and it overshadows community, loyalty. Fans are arguing that clubs prioritize global audiences now and revenue over, the local fans, and that reflects a broader societal shift and driven by capitalism and globalization.
The game's changing, man. And we've seen it with the American owners coming into the Prem. Yeah. I saw some economist talking about which club is the best business run club, and he said it was Tottenham. He said it was Tottenham. Yeah.
I don't think they spend a lot of money on players as much, but they have one of the nicest stadiums, and they bring in money through the stadium,
like concerts and stuff.
Yeah, they get the NFL game every year now.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. But yeah, football, I think more than ever is a business now. It's not just a soccer club of a small town. It's a business, and they run it like businesses now. Obviously, that hurts, the fans that have been loyal to them for their whole lives.
Yeah.
Those season ticket holders that still luckily get tickets for somewhat cheaper. But for the rest of the fans, they kind of have to make money off them, unfortunately. If you want your club to bring in the best players, you gotta pay those ticket prices.
Cough up the dough.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough because you love that your club is getting more attention. The broadcasting rights for the Premier League have skyrocketed, but it comes with a price, right? So now people want to fly in, go see the games. The secondary market for tickets are crazy. Going to an Arsenal game on the second market is like plus $400, and you're in the nosebleeds, right, John?
Yep.
How much did you pay? How much did you pay to be behind the net the last time you went?
I think it was like $5.
Yeah.
Plus $500.
It's insane.
Yeah, I was right with the home fans. everyone who had season tickets. Like,
Yeah.
it was like an older crowd. You know, they were proper into it, but they were like legit Arsenal fans, which was awesome. But that paid a pretty penny for it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't just one ticket. You know, my girlfriend, my sister, but yeah, I think Arsenal's one of the more expensive tickets.
Yeah, I would agree with that. The stadium's big. They're obviously a big club, like big team, and there's a lot of Arsenal fans, right? So the season tickets like that, it's practically sold out. So
Quick.
tough to get.
When I went to the Chelsea game against Villa, again I was behind the net, where the season tickets are. And I think I paid maybe 200 something, but when they sent me the ticket, they sent it through email and it's like a PDF form. It showed the guy's name whose season ticket it was, and then the price I think he paid was like $40.
Yeah, and they try to crack down on that.
Yeah,
there's like very strict rules about it. People obviously get away with.
Yeah,
reselling
they told me if they asked me like,
family
who is
friend.
this? Yeah, family friend. Or a cousin, or say something along those lines. So they don't say anything.
Like you were gifted it.
Yeah,
it was a gift through like a family friend, and they gave us. Something. Yeah.
I mean, it's a business, man. It's tough.
Frowned on the pond.
Yeah.
I mean, it's scary as well. Like you don't want to give your season ticket to the wrong person, and then you now lose your season ticket spot because it's dangerous. But they do make mad money if they do resell those tickets. So
yeah, like
$40 is insane.
That one ticket pays for probably, I don't know, half the season. I can't do the math, but
for Chelsea,
not really.
I don't know.
No, but I think you're off. But regardless, it does pay for a good 10 games, 10 games, depending on the game as well. If they sell a bigger game than the Villa game, that ticket's going to obviously be a little more money. But yeah, I get it.
Tough. Okay, so real quickly, I wanted to run through the MLS scoreboard, at least for the local teams. Red Bulls tied 0-0 against Atlanta United in Atlanta. I saw the highlights. They're lucky to get the tie, to be honest. Atlanta was on them. Coronel had to make some big saves. NYCFC won in their home opener 2-1 over Orlando. They were celebrating their 10th year anniversary as a club. I think they had a few club legends like Pirlo. I think Pirlo also went to the Legends Bar in the city to watch the Juve game. So that was pretty cool to see Pirlo come back. And then I did see a stat about the undefeated teams still so far in MLS. Philadelphia Union, Vancouver Whitecaps, Columbus Crew, Inter Miami, San Diego, Colorado Rapids, DC United, and St. Louis are all still undefeated in the MLS. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll keep an eye on the local teams. Hopefully we'll be going to the Red Bulls Orlando game this coming weekend. So be on the lookout for some of our content surrounding that. Second to lastly, we do have a big partnership coming up with Charla Football and Azteca Zone. We will be doing a joint podcast surrounding the CONCACAF Nations League, Mexico against Canada, USA versus Panama. We'll be discussing all things U.S. men's national team, Mexican national team, and the semifinal that are both being hosted in SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, where the final would also be held at as well. That's during the international window. We'll be doing that sometime this week. Be on the lookout for that. We'll have some videos posted on that. Surrounding that joint podcast. So we're very excited. Now, lastly, let's talk about Segundo Castillo. The former Ecuadorian international and now coach of Ecuador's Barcelona went viral last week by dressing in a white tux, in their 3-0 victory over Corinthians in the first leg of their Copa Libertadores tie. The second leg is this Wednesday. Barcelona's up 3-0. It was a really, really, really fun game to watch. It's always good to root for the Ecuadorian teams. Corinthians is one of the teams with one of the biggest payrolls in Copa Libertadores. So for the Ecuadorian team, who have some veteran Ecuadorian internationals on that team, so they're a pretty solid team, to be honest. He had the white tux. They got the 3-0 win. What do we think, fellas? Was he dripping or tripping?
He looked awful.
It's not drip. He's not. He's tripping.
No drip? Come on.
No.
He's lucky. He's lucky they won, because if they didn't win, I'd flame him.
I thought
he looked awful.
I think that's one. I think he's lucky. He's pulled off the results. But if you see his his fits from previous games,
it's not the first time he's done this.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I didn't know
he's got the gator shoes on with the high toe tip. He kills some cucarachas, bro. He be stomping late at night, just ripping the bitches, bro. Nah, he bugging. But for him to pull up in that gear and give you a 3-0 ass whooping. Whoever the Corinthians coach is got to fucking figure it out because it was white. It was like a cream.
It was ugly.
It's like
it was awful.
It was awful. It was not good, dude.
I was not in support of
And
it.
the thing is, like, it was cream and he had the bow tie. I was like, this guy. He looks like me when I went to fucking like a 5th grade dance, dude.
It was insane. It was an
Not
insane
good.
fit. It's hilarious that he went viral because, again, he's done this multiple times, but now that it's Libertadores, it was a 3-0 belt to ass to Corinthians, and now everybody got put on notice
He's
to
on notice, yeah.
Sir Alexander. No, wait. Well, how is it? Sir Alexander II Castle. is how you translate his name, Alexander Segundo Castillo, who, by the way, he was a great midfielder for Ecuador. Should have went to the 2014 World Cup if it wasn't for a really bad injury in the friendly leading up to the World Cup against Mexico in AT&T Stadium in Dallas, where the pitch was awful. He went into a really hard tackle and just blew out his knee. It was awful. But shout out to Sir Alexander II Castle.
Ridiculous fit.
Keep dripping. Can't wait to see his fit in Brazil.
Hey, let's hope they pull out the result, man, because 3-0 going back to Brazil, it's never a comfortable
Anything
lead.
happens in that fucking tournament. So
It's never a comfortable lead.
Might have to tune into that.
3-0 is insane.
That'll be a fun watch.
They're not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tough one.
All right, guys. It was great catching up. Happy birthday again, Johnny, and we will talk soon.
Take care,
fellas.
Bye, guys.